Hey, welcome back. In this video, we are gonna make a new Cordura wallet. I think it's a pretty cool design. It folds in half and is secured by Velcro. This wallet can fit a total of 4 plastic cards. It also has this little storage compartment here, along with a built-in coin purse. This main flap here is where you keep your cash. And as you can see, I ran out of lining, so we're using the Hello Kitty today. So let's get started. I've gone ahead and I printed out the sewing pattern on some A4 size paper. This also comes in letter size. And I'm just going to use my ruler here to ensure that it's printed to scale. You're going to be able to check the scale by ensuring that each square comes to 1 inch by 1 inch. When I design these sewing patterns, I ensure that the shapes are actual size. So you're going to be able to cut these shapes out, place them directly onto your fabric, and everything will be the right size. Some of your sewing pattern shapes are going to be for Cordura and some of them are going to be for your liner fabric. As you can see here, I have my sewing pattern shape pinned to my liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the fabric as close to the sewing pattern shape as I can. So we have our shapes cut out, so it's time to actually start making this wallet. So what I have here is my inside liner for my main wallet shape, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the Velcro on the right side of the liner. The hook Velcro that I'm using is 1.75 inches wide. You'll probably have difficulty finding that, so I've actually just cut a 1/4 inch off a 2-inch wide piece of Velcro. You will have some excess Velcro triangles, just go ahead and cut those off. For the main wallet Cordura shape here, we're just going to do the same thing, but the piece of loop Velcro we're going to use is 1.5 inches wide. For this project, I am going to use a lot of double-sided sticky tape just to hold the little pieces in place before we sew them. And the same as the other piece here, you're going to get those excess Velcro triangles, just go ahead and cut those off again. We need to sew these pieces of Velcro to our Cordura and our liner, so we'll go ahead and we'll sew a 1/8 inch seam all the way around the perimeter of the Velcro and finish it off with an X in the middle. If you want to sew this project for yourself, I'll leave a link to the sewing pattern in the description below. That link will send you over to my Etsy store where I create my own sewing patterns, and I make these little how-to videos so you can follow along at home. Once we have our liner Velcro and Cordura Velcro sewn, we'll place them on top of each other using some double-sided sticky tape just to hold them together. Once we sew our edge binding, that will secure these two pieces together permanently. Next up on our list of things to do is our coin purse. So when I designed this, I tried to make it as simple as humanly possible. So I have my number 5 zipper here, this 1.25 inches wide, and I'm placing it on the right face of my Cordura. So the right face of the zipper and the Cordura are now together, and I'm just going to put it on the sewing machine and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch seam all the way down the edge. Once I've finished sewing, I'm going to fold it open and I'm going to put a nice crease all the way down the edge. And what we want to do is sew a 1/8 inch seam all the way down that crease. So my zipper is laying flat on the sewing machine bed, and I'm just going to sew that 1/8 inch seam all the way down the edge of that crease. Next up, we'll take that zipper assembly and we will place it on the wrong face of the coin purse bottom liner. I'm going to use some double-sided sticky tape to hold it in place, so we have the wrong side of our zipper assembly and the wrong side of the coin purse bottom liner facing each other. So I have a piece of 3/4 inch edge binding, and I'm going to use that to bind the edge of the zipper and the lining. To bind this, I'm going to have to fold the edge binding in half, and what I'm doing is I'm using double-sided sticky tape just to hold it in place until I sew it. If you like this type of content, I greatly appreciate it if you consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Leaving me a comment and hitting the like button also really helps me out. Also, if you have any ideas for future projects, leave it in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. So let's get back into it. To sew this edge binding, I'm just going to try and sew as close to the edge as possible, making sure that my needle goes through both sides of the edge binding. For this project, I'm using a size 16 sewing needle and just some all-purpose polyester sewing thread. Next up, we're going to start sewing some credit card slots. So this wallet is going to be able to fit 4 plastic cards. And these slots is what's going to allow that to happen. If you refer to the sewing pattern, you're going to notice that there is a fold line at the top of the shape. What we want to do is fold over the top of the Cordura 1/4 of an inch and sew it. That will protect the edge from repeated use. Once I have these folded pieces of Cordura on the sewing machine, I just want to sew a 1/8 of an inch seam. To save some time, I'm just going to feed them into the sewing machine one after the other. This large piece of Cordura that you see here, I've named the money flap. This is what you're going to sew your coin purse and your card flaps to. On the left hand side of this Cordura, I need to mark 3 lines. These lines are going to be a 1/4 inch spacing in between them. I'm going to line up card flap 1 with the left hand edge of the fabric, and those 3 lines are going to get card flap 2, 3, and 4. The way that we're going to secure these card flaps to our money flap is by sewing a 1/4 inch seam down the bottom edge of each card flap. We'll start out with card flap 4, then 3, then 2, and then we'll sew card flap 1 right to the left hand edge of the money flap. Before I sew them, I'm just going to secure them in place with a 1/4 inch of double-sided sticky tape on the bottom wrong face, but we'll still sew them one at a time, starting with card flap number 4. So we have card flap number 4 here on the sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew all the way down that bottom edge using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Next up is card flap number 3, card flap number 2, and card flap number 1 is going to be sewn right to the edge of that money flap. Once we have those card flaps sewn, it's time to install our coin purse. I'm just going to use some double-sided sticky tape to hold it in place, and I'll just go ahead and cut off those excess triangles. So double-sided sticky tape alone isn't going to be enough to hold this coin purse in place, so what we need to do is sew each side and the bottom, and that will secure it to the money flap. Be sure not to sew along the length of the zipper, because that will close off your storage pouch. Once we have our 4 card flaps and our coin purse sewn to our money flap, it's time to put our lining on the back. You're going to place the wrong face of your Cordura on the wrong face of your liner, and I'm just using some double-sided sticky tape just to hold it in place. We need to bind 2 edges of this money flap, so the top edge and the left-hand side edge. So I'm just going to use my 3/4 inch edge binding, and I'm going to clip it in place, and then I'll take it over to the sewing machine and sew it. Once you finish sewing your binding, you're going to have a little excess there on the top right hand side. Just go ahead and cut that off. I'm just going to melt the nylon here a little bit just to stop it from fraying. So our money flap is complete. It's time to place it onto our main wallet shape. I'm going to place the money flap on the bottom right hand side and use a couple of clips to hold it in place. There's only 2 things left to do on this wallet now. We need to sew the money flap in place, and we need to sew edge binding all the way around the perimeter. We're going to sew the money flap in place first, because once we do our edge binding on the perimeter, if it's not sewn in place, it's going to move around and cause us some issues. So we'll get the project on the sewing machine, and we're going to sew down the right hand side and the bottom. I highly recommend using 600 denier Cordura nylon or lower. Unfortunately for this project, I only had 1000 denier Cordura nylon, so the project's starting to get a little thick now for my sewing machine. So there's only one thing left to do on this project now. We need to sew the edge binding all the way around the perimeter. So I'm going to use that same 3/4 inch edge binding, and I'll start on the right hand side of the wallet and I'll work my way around. I'm just going to use some clips to hold it in place first, and then I'll take it over to the sewing machine and I will sew that edge binding to the wallet. Unfortunately, my camera actually died here, but it's a pretty straightforward process. So this is our finished Cordura wallet. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hitting the like button and leaving me a comment also really helps me out, helps my channel grow, and helps this content reach more people that have the same hobby as us. If you want to sew this wallet for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description to the sewing pattern. That link will send you over to my Etsy store where I design my own sewing patterns, and I make these little how-to videos for you to follow along. Also, if you've made any of my projects in the past or you plan on making this project, please send me a picture of your finished project. You can find a link to the Sewing Patterns Facebook page in the description below, or my Sewing Projects email that is on my main YouTube page. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.